Hello friend, welcome back to Auto Resource YouTube channel. And this video will be about the Subaru Cooling System Conditioner, which Subaru was supplying to the owners who had the problems with the coolant leaking on these EJ25 engines from the head gaskets. This is 2002 Impreza RS and it has exactly 142,512 miles on the odometer. And let's start on that passenger side. So this one it's leaking engine oil only, right? So it's just very typical, right? That drip on that engine oil filter. If you look right next to it, that's where it's coming out from. If you look towards to the back, it's still only oil. There's none of coolant present on this side. Also, this cross member is not bringing down any coolant. And it's not so good on the driver side. If you look from here, this was wiped. Probably, I cleaned that probably months ago. So there's very little of the engine oil coming, right? But the coolant is leaking actually on the back of this cylinder head, and it goes down on this cross member, and you can see it all over underneath. So normally it's on these bolts. I can show you there is coolant actually right here. There is a green drop. Here is coolant right here. Again, green drop of the coolant. There's another coolant right there, right here, right? And it's all coming from back there. However, that cross member right here, this part is completely in the way and you cannot see it. There is also coolant on that steering boot, right, on this clamp. Everywhere here is a green coolant. It's also right here. So now I'm trying to get you in the picture because I will use that product from the Subaru, right, and we will see if this situation can improve or it's absolute waste of money and it needs to be rebuilt anyway. Now you can see, right, this is pretty small bottle. So Subaru Cooling System Conditioner. Directions. Number 1, shut off engine and permit to cool. Number 2, remove radiator cap. Number 3, remove 125 milliliters of coolant from the radiator. This bottle is 125 milliliters. It's right here on the back, right? Number 4, shake bottle well and pour entire content of bottle into radiator. Number 5, reinstall radiator cap. And that's basically all for instructions. I have cleaned this clear container as much as I could to catch the sample of it or pour it in it, right? So we can see actually what is inside. So this is originally packed. I didn't open it yet. See the seal? Oh, they said you need to shake it a lot. So you can see it live, and let's open it. And before using it, let's just see what color it has, how it looks, and so on. So look at it. Interesting. I'll be probably pouring it back again. So look, this is the goo, little bit of weird stuff. There's floating bunch of stuff in it. It has a weird odor. Hard to say how it smells, right? But this is the stuff. This is what we got out. So here we are in this different location. Here is radiator cap, right? Of course, always make sure this is cold, otherwise it will explode here and totally erupt in your face. And I'm looking inside and I cannot see the level because it goes sideways, but I'm losing basically the amount of this expansion tank right between low and max. I'm losing in like a 1.5 week. It keeps, the radiator keeps moving it and sucking it from the expansion tank in it. It's using it. That's basically where I am. It loses approximately between the low and high, right, in a 1.5 week. Let's try to pour this, because I think I'm missing coolant totally there. Let's see if I can pour it there without overflowing. And so far it's totally disappearing in it. Unfortunately, we just shook it, right? We mixed it just a few minutes ago, so it's totally coming in, and I will be basically able to use this the way they prescribe. Let me show you a detail what I can see inside of that bottle. Right here, it's plenty of light. Do you see this? Do you see these particles? So this is basically what I'm pouring in. So now I will go ahead and close that. It's basically, the level stopped actually at the very top. So that's good. Hopefully you will be able to see how the level goes up, right? It's not all the way up. There is a low mark and there is a high mark. I'm looking at it right now, and I will do it as I did in past. I will just touch that top. That's it. And I will start this entire experiment from there. And I open my garage door so I don't suffocate here, and I started it up right away. So we will see, right? It can move, because they wanted it to shaken immediately. So it's probably the best idea, run it right away. And actually I have immediate update. That situation actually got worse than I realized, right? Driving it and not putting it on the lift. This is amount which just dripped out in 10 minutes of idling on the lift. This is the oil, right? So this is the left, or no, this is the right, because right is passenger. That's from that head gasket. And this is the coolant dripping from that cross member. So the situation got worse, and it's good we put there that conditioner, and we will see what it can do with it. So it's almost 24 hours later. I finished my day at the shop. The Impreza is waiting outside. This was actually, I wrote it down yesterday, it was 142,512. So let's go see what is on the odometer today. I have no idea in which shape it is, right? So there was 512. That's basically what? 28 miles I did only. It was 2 trips. Going back to home and back to the shop this morning. So let's see if there is any improvement. This product doesn't mention anywhere how long the effect takes, right? So we don't know how fast there should be a difference. Let's go and look. So I still see few droplets of the coolant. I see it on that steering booth. I don't see it here on this member, cross member, but yeah, something it's around here. I will be in shock if that worked overnight in 2 driving cycles, right, which were short. So I crawl up there, started it up using that ladder, and apparently when she was here last night, it was so bad that the coolant will start dripping on the ground, which was for me new situation. When I bought her, there were, you know, signs of the coolant, but I wasn't losing it so quickly like yesterday. So that was new discovery. I was always driving in the rain, I couldn't see anything. It was really dripping. Let's see what will happen. Am I running the windshield? Probably, that's why the AC keeps going on. But look, so far, absolutely no dripping. That will be huge improvement from yesterday. So I will pause it. I will do exactly the same. What happened yesterday, that was 10 minutes. I know it was sitting here for 10 minutes. Now I bought it on eBay, because I buy a lot of stuff on eBay, and it was from the seller, which is called Subaru Parts Direct. I just went and checked for you. So this was only $6.41 from them. They shipped it in 2 days. The shipping was for free, right? That's a total for this thing. Now, yesterday I had drip. That drip was coming after those 10 minutes. It was coming on the ground. It was like a drip each 5 seconds, I believe, something like that, right? And it happened. The vehicle was sitting outside the whole day. Then I brought it in and it was running for 10 minutes. Right now it's 5 minutes only. What you see here, I touched it with the finger. This is from AC, right? It's a drain from the AC which was running. You can see it right here, right there. So I switched it off. It was because, again, in the morning I needed to run that windshield. You can see this is not cycling, it's all off. But man, where is the drip? I mean, I don't believe in miracles. I never will believe in these head gasket sealers. I never used it in my life. But what's going on? This is approximately 7 minutes on the lift. There's not one droplet yet, so let's not celebrate too early. But there might be an improvement, definitely. And I'm not being paid for this, right? I bought it for my own money, and this vehicle I bought basically for this channel to repair as much as possible and film it, right? For the auto resource. I bought it with knowing the head gaskets are bad, and I have the tools ready, and I will be removing that engine and rebuilding it, right? After that it will be for sale, and I will be driving this 2002 Forester S because it's way more practical for our home ownership, right? I need to hold sometimes some wood and so on these roof racks, so I will stick with that. But this engine will go out, right? And I will be replacing what is needed to be replaced. So once again, look at the floor. Let's wrap it up. I'm absolutely surprised how much improvement happened, right? This is like 15 minutes. There's nothing on the ground. And one more thing I would love to show you, and something to consider, right? So when I yesterday poured this content of this bottle and I closed this radiator, I also topped this overflow reservoir. And if you look down there, I made sure the coolant was exactly touching the max line which is there. And if you can see, it basically went down only like 4 or 5 millimeters. So very, very little bit. And that includes, right, the startup when the coolant was really leaking a lot. So that whole thing had to take some time to start working and plugging that leak, yet I lost very little of that coolant in that last 24 hours. Here we are 2 days later, so let's go check the mileage on the odometer and see if there is any progress in stopping that engine coolant leak. Here we go. I wonder how many miles I put on it. It says 142,581. Let's make it more visible. I don't remember what we had there last time, right? But it's 142,581. And before I left last time, it's 2 days ago, I filled this expansion tank very tiny, slightly above the top line. What gives me hope right now, really big hope, is that it didn't change at all. This is incredible. So I started her up, we'll let her idling in the neutral, lift her up, and we will see what's happening. She's safely in the air. I got a light, so let's start on the side where it's only the oil leaking. Again, you see that drop right here, right on the bottom of the engine oil filter. That's the same. I don't see anything from valve covers or on the back of this head gasket. It's just oil. I don't see any coolant. In past, we had a coolant here, and there are some very minimal remainings on it, which will mean it must be very slightly continuing. Now you cannot see, it's right there all the way on the back, right, of that head gasket. It starts right here and it continues in the back. But looking on this booth, right, there is a miniature amount of a green coolant, but most importantly, I can see where the camera cannot go. I can see on the back, and I don't see at this moment that coolant forming on the back there. So basically, after so many miles and so many days, we have a very small presence of the coolant coming, but it completely changed, as you saw here in that expansion tank, right? This is exactly as I filled it up 2 days ago. You saw the mileage, the difference. That didn't move whatsoever. Before it was coming down, I basically went through this in 1 week. It was empty, right? I had to immediately fill it up and so on. So there is a huge improvement. I don't know, percentage wise, what, 95% maybe. And so far, of course, we don't know what it did inside of the radiator, what it did around the thermostat and so on. I just know the car is running warm the same way. The needle is slightly below the half, right? I don't see any differences, except I don't smell that coolant when I park the vehicle and the wind goes a certain way towards to me. I could have smelled it right before I pour this. Now it's all gone. You saw it, it was almost dry on the bottom. So I'm positively surprised with this product, and maybe I'm just becoming believer. So thank you for watching this video, sticking around, and make sure you are subscribed. I will always have a lot of videos about Subarus on this channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day, my friend.